My name is Sheena Best. I was enlisted in the Army as Sheena Cody, but later on I got married, and my name is Sheena Best, rank of the service, the United States Army E5 Sergeant.
I am Major Larry Katz, U.S. Army, 1996 to 2000.
T.W. Peters, Staff Sergeant, United States Marine.
I served in the United States Marine Corps. And why did I do that? Because when the recruiter came to our house, he looked so good in those dress blues.
It was my pleasure. It was my honor. I felt great. I felt like I was doing my part as an American citizen.
Both my brother and I had served in the Marines, and we had both changed our option to the military band.
Initially I joined because I didn't really know what I was going to do.
And so I really just did it as a way to change my life.
Serving to me meant that I wasn't just a normal citizen anymore. Serving meant that I was able to jump in and do what I could within my power to serve my country, America the greatest. I mean, I served in the world's greatest army, the U.S. Army.
And it was just being honored to serve and to keep the tradition alive as my previous relatives and ancestors have done.
I think America is doing an increasingly good job at honoring its veterans. I grew up hearing about Vietnam. I was a little too young for Vietnam, but those folks had come back, and there was a real respect and appreciation for the people that had fought there that wasn't there in the 60s and early 70s when they were coming back. So I feel like ever since then there's been a certain reverence and real respect and appreciation for veterans. And then I went from there to working at the VA, and that's where I work now. So I still have the privilege of working with veterans every day. And I didn't know when I first joined, but now I know that that's what God had intended for me all along.
I feel that America is doing a great job with the programs that they have, the benefits that are offered, whether you're hurt or just for your time or certain terms of service, you get rewarded benefits that you're entitled to just for serving.
It can be really disturbing sometimes. They tell a lot of stories. They have things that they need to get off their chest. They have events that they just can't shake that bother them throughout the night, throughout the day. They pop up in their memories. They haunt their sleep. It's a population that really wants to get better. They really want to start experiencing joy in their lives, and so I feel just so thrilled and privileged to be able to be a small part of their being able to just reestablish some sort of normality for them and create a new future for themselves where they're not stuck in the past. They're not stuck looking in the rearview mirror anymore. They're starting to look forward, and they're starting to create joyful moments, joyful relationships, and joyful experiences. And I can't imagine anything better than to be a part of that.
Once I got through recruit training and even growing up playing sports and being a part of a team all my life, I really kind of found that in the military again. The brotherhood, they say, being a Marine has been the largest fraternity in the world, and that's probably true. But that's, I guess, what I miss most about it, what I enjoyed most about it, was all the friends and relationships I made along the way.
When people complain about this or that politician or policy or law or anything that they complain about, I always think, you have that right to complain, and in most countries you wouldn't be able to do that. And so just recognizing that, expressing that point of view, and having the freedom and ability to do that without fear of retribution, you don't find that in other areas of the country. And I think we sometimes lose sight of the fact that we have such amazing rights and privileges in this country. We just take it for granted.
The fact that you have the choice, because I did go out to a lot of third world countries and been in places where people didn't have choices. But you have choices. You do whatever you want and be whatever you want. The guy that I was riding on, that were taking my tank, and we were going to a training area with the actual Israeli Defense Force. And the guy I was with, riding with, he was driving. His lifelong dream was to move to the United States and be a diesel mechanic. We talk about having lots of money and big homes, and he just wanted to live in America and work on diesel engines. That's what he wanted to do.
All the freedoms and liberties that so many people take for granted.
You could live your dreams here. That's what it boils down to.
I wouldn't rather be anywhere else but here. Our country is amazing. God, honor our country, love for each other, opportunity, freedom. It's all here in America, land of the free, home of the brave.